Good morning, everyone. This is NonyasisChat. I am here with another Kountry Wayne SKIT review. This is about a marriage that never should have happened. Last night, Amber Ty Dalton chose Amber Ty over a marriage that shouldn't have happened. I'm just going to say for the people who either don't know the story, don't remember the story, really quickly, that when these two people got married, Anthony Dalton was still in love with Rolanda. Amber was in a situationship with Wayne when she started dating Anthony. However, on the day that Rolanda was getting married, Anthony, brand new marriage, stopped her wedding because he still loved Rolanda. And we all know that eventually the Shayla happened, the Kai happened, the Wayne came out. Amber found her peace in her solitude, and she opened that door and let Anthony, the devil, back in. He had plenty of chances to divorce Amber before he even found out about Wayne. Anyway, fast forward to today. Last night, the party happened. And I know a lot of people know that I am Team Amber. I am an Amber Knight. Now, am I gleeful? Yes. Amber finally chose Amber. She met somebody, she fell in love. But when I say the look on Anthony and Wayne's faces when they saw Amber Ty coming out the door on Dave's arm was priceless. Absolutely priceless. And for these two men, I just cannot tell you, honestly, the joy I felt in watching their faces. Yes, and this I will smile about. Anthony's eyes got as big as the deer, and we know that look when he gets ready to say, "That's my wife." No, that was your property. He treated Amber like property for the whole 22 months that he had the affair. And when he went home, he treated her like he did not even like her. But he's so worried about his money that he wouldn't even divorce this woman. She is not property. She is not chattel. But back to the party. Anthony calls Dave out like he wants to fight. This is not Holiday, the tall guy versus little Anthony talking to his chest. That wasn't it. We're talking about Big Dave and little Anthony, the one that treated that woman so poorly. She literally ran away from home. Mm-hmm. And all the bad things that he said about her and the treatment. And she finally gave up on that marriage. She finally gave up on those vows. And for the people who want to say, "Oh, poor Anthony," no. Don't forget how she caught them in bed, Shayla and Anthony. Let's not forget that. We want to rewrite the storyline and make Anthony the victim. Anthony is no victim. He's not a victim. Amber was the victim when she took him back. She never should have opened that door and let that man come back. He only came back to hide his money. And we know this, but a lot of people don't know either the front story or they forgot it. Just like Amber had to grow to love Anthony because I think she truly was wanting to be with Wayne, and Wayne didn't want to settle down. Anthony never really wanted Amber. Anthony wanted a trophy wife because he's a narcissist. Was he hurt last night? Maybe for the first time in this marriage. Anthony Dalton never cared about that marriage. Never. He cared about aesthetics, the look, the mansion. But this, and this is for everybody who wants to hit Amber in the head with the Bible does say, when the husband creates or does adulterous actions, the wife can divorce him. Yes, she can divorce him. So Amber comes out reluctantly because, Amber, she feels guilt. She wants to run. She doesn't like adversity. But after all the name calling and the lonely nights and the pain, the memories, Kai running around, everything that she dealt with in that marriage after Anthony even came home was enough to make any normal woman want to run. So you want to be mad at Amber? Fine, be mad at Amber and think that she should have stayed there with Anthony and let him treat her like a dog. Kudos to you, because that's an L. That's a loss. Last night, Amber took a win. Now, what's going to happen today, tomorrow with Dave? Yet to be written. Yet to be written. But for right now, Amber Ty chose Dave, a man who has her front, has her back, provides strength, provides comfort. He's there when Anthony tears her down. He builds her back up. I am hoping that he's a good person, but we know we all have flaws. He is dating a woman who is in a divorce. But all this time, she's in a divorce, but what's changed? What's changed? Nothing. Anthony's still the same person. Now he doesn't want to let her go because I don't want to give her 50%. You don't have to give her 50%. Make a settlement. That woman even helped him out. But to hear Anthony say it, she never did anything. Yes, she did. She did. She helped save him when he got involved with Phil and the stock market and almost lost the house. We're not going to rehash all that. I want to look at the looks on their faces, on Wayne's face, who was more hurt, I think, than Anthony. Because Wayne has always been in this marriage like a little bad boy in the sandbox, throwing rocks at the girl that he liked. Wayne's face got me. Wayne was in shock. Dave is no little promoter, not a little YN who wears expensive cologne, as Anthony put it. No, Dave, so far that we know, is a man that Amber fell in love with. Anthony never loved Amber. Never. Now Anthony is in affair number 2 with Denisha and her little 13-year-old boy, where he had the money. He could have taken Amber to help her get fertility, anything. Anthony has never lifted a finger for Amber. Never. But the looks were priceless. The big deer eyes, like, what is this? And then you've got Wayne looking like, who that? Who that? And he's just looking like he's so in shock. Because, see, Wayne thought he was going to be able to get Amber back. Wayne is not friends with Anthony. Let's not forget that. He's been meddling in that marriage forever. But when Amber decided I'm with Dave. And he consoled her before she went out. He gave her a choice. Do you want to do this? Amber said yes. And when she came out and she met eyes with Anthony, she looked at him and she basically said, and turned her head. Finally, Amber chose Amber. Am I happy? Absolutely. Will Anthony give her a divorce? Not if he doesn't have to. I think if Amber wanted to walk away with no money, he still wouldn't sign the divorce papers. Anthony's a selfish, cold-hearted, a lot of people call him a narcissist, which I do think he is. Anthony says over and over, he cannot take a loss. She is not property. She's not a dice game. She is a blue-blooded, beautiful woman with a brain that actually works. He even took her and wanted to change her into something she was not. That is not what marriage is about. And then Anthony decided, I'm going to call Dave out to the backyard. Dave could have picked him up and body slammed him, but he had been drinking, and he's all in his feelings because everybody saw Amber at that beautiful home with a man who, so far that we know, is totally in love with Amber. Now, it will be written. We don't know what's coming, but for now, take the win, Amber Ty. Anthony, do what you did last night. Run over there to affair number 2, which is Denisha. Yeah, affair number 2. When was the last time he was good to Amber? When? Somebody just give me one day that he was good to Amber. You can't, because they've been almost non-existent, almost nil. So Amber, I am happy that you took the W on this one. And he had the nerve to say, so what are you going to do? Keep marrying men with money? Because he leads with his money. And the fact that she bought the new car on her own with her own money, which probably came from the sale of her house. I am happy for Amber Ty. Anthony can kick rocks, because this is a man who is never going to be loyal to anyone. We all thought it was Shayla. He got Denisha. Now he didn't even look at Kai. Amber suffered all this time because of her vows for a man who committed adultery that she should never have taken back. But yes, I am happy that she chose Dave. He's going to have some flaws. I am ready for it. Life is not perfect, and it will never be perfect. Amber, keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to what's going on. Oh, did you guys miss the conversation with Ben and Ernestine? Because we all know that Ben thinks she's the worst thing on earth, just based on the fact that Anthony has bad-mouthed her, never protected her. Even Wayne protected her, always protected her from anything. Wayne's a lot of things, but he was the protector of Amber. And now he's sitting there dumbstruck. And they were just in over the hills with that man's home. But when they saw Amber walk out with Dave, they both looked like they dropped the load. They do. So for me, it was a win for Amber last night, and it was a win for Dave. Dave wants a wife, and Amber is a wife. She wants to be a wife. Maybe Dave will help her with fertility if Amber wants to have a baby. See, we don't know that Amber can't have a baby, but when you lose a baby, you're afraid to try again. Okay? And yeah, this was my review. The party was beautiful. The home was beautiful. And when they found out there is a nightclub, the whole bottom level of Dave's house is his man cave. Do you think Wayne and Anthony, the two rich men in Skitland, Anthony, the one who told Amber, you'll never find another man like me? Same thing he told Shayla, because Anthony thinks he's all that and some more. Well, Anthony, we got news for you. You are not it. You are no good for any woman. Does Amber need therapy? Yes. What does Anthony need? Anthony needs intensive mental therapy help because he needs to identify what his problems are. He's going to go around and hurt women over and over and over. We saw Denisha's face last night when he came in there sloppy drunk, trying to kiss all over and hug on her to make him feel better, because the only thing that makes him feel better are cookies. Did I like the party? I had a ball. I loved it. And I don't mean just that part. I mean the fact that it was beautifully done, well laid out, and I didn't get to bed until well after like 1:30. So take the win, Amber Ty. Take the loss, Anthony. Sign the papers. Even if Amber said, I don't want anything, he probably still won't sign the papers because she is property. She is not a woman to him. She's not human. She's something that belongs on his arm as a trophy because he cares about his image. Now he has Denisha. And if you saw Denisha this morning and the looks that she had on her face, because she's thinking, and you can tell, what have I gotten myself into? But yeah, the party was fantastic. I enjoyed it. I laughed. I did a happy dance. Oh, yes, I was thrilled. Was I thrilled for Anthony? Absolutely. For him to see that Amber chose Amber. If it doesn't work out with Dave, Amber, at least you will have your freedom when Anthony signs those papers. This is NonyasisChat. There's a lot more to this story that I cannot cover in a review. There's a lot. But there's a recap, chat, follow-up coming up after this. I hope you enjoyed the party, whether you liked the outcome or not. The party was beautiful, and I'm very happy for Amber and Dave. I'm actually happy that Anthony, if you sign the papers, you can walk away. Go away, Anthony. Go away. You're like that bug that won't go away. That marriage is over. Deal with it. You never wanted it in the first place. And he still has love for Rolanda. Still has feelings for Shayla. And now he's got Denisha. Yet, throwing stones at the wife who did nothing in this marriage except try to be his wife. I take a look at myself every single day in the mirror. Do you? Does Anthony? So for those who think, oh, Amber, she should have not done what she did. Yes, she should have did what she did. Nobody makes you do anything in this world. You came here alone, you're going to leave alone. This was a win for Amber because she chose herself. And that's my review for now. I might even come back and do another one. But right now, I don't feel like digging down deep in the woods and the details. And, he called her names and this, slept on the keys, made her a hostage. Take the win, Amber. Take the win. She made a big step last night by stepping across that line. Congratulations, Amber Ty, because you won last night. The Lord sent Anthony there for a reason. So like it or not, Amber, that was your night. Congratulations. This is NonyasisChat. Please like, share, and subscribe. And keep your head on a swivel. And be careful who you marry. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Take care.